everyone. In today's class, we are going to study about the next loading scheme, that is direct linking loading scheme. In the previous few videos, we have already covered the other loading schemes. Before moving on to the direct linking loader, I want to repeat what is a loader. Loader is the program which loads the object program into the main memory. And what are the basic functions of a loader? The basic functions of a loader are allocation, linking, loading and relocation. Now let's move on to the direct linking loading scheme. It is a general relocatable loader and a popular loading scheme. In the last class, we have already studied about relocating loader. What all functions we can perform by a relocating loader, all those functions we can also perform by a direct linking loader, and it is the most commonly using loading scheme. The main feature of relocating loader is that it supports multiple procedure segments but only a one data segment. But in the case of direct linking loader, it supports multiple procedure segments as well as multiple data segments. And also the programmer will be having the complete freedom in referencing data or instructions contained in other segments. We know that the input to the loader is the output of assembler, that is the object program. When the assembler is giving the object program to the loader, assembler must give the loader the following information with each procedure segment or data segment in this direct linking loading scheme. The first one is length of segment. Second one is the list of all symbols in the segment that may be referenced by other segments, which means the list of symbols which are defined in the present program but referenced by the other programs. It is nothing but the symbols declared using entry pseudo opcode. Then the third information is list of all symbols that is not defined in the segment but referenced in the other segment. It is nothing but the symbols which are declared using extern pseudo opcode. Then it will be conveying the information, that is where the address constants are loaded in the segment and a description of how to revise their values. Suppose in our program we are storing some constant values to a symbol, and that constant value is the address of the another instruction. When we are storing constant value as address of the another instruction, assembler doesn't know the absolute address of that instruction because we don't know where is the program going to be loaded. Okay, so the information where the address constants are loaded in the segment and how can we revise their values, this information also should be provided by the assembler to the loader. Then the last information is machine code translation of the source program and their corresponding assigned relative address. Each and every object deck from the assembler will be containing 4 sections, that is external symbol dictionary, text cards, relocation and linkage directory and end card. External symbol dictionary contains information about all the symbols that are defined in this program but that may be referenced elsewhere, and also the symbols referenced in this program but defined elsewhere, which means the external symbol dictionary contains the information of all the symbols which are declared using extern and entry pseudo opcode. Then the next one is text card. Text card is contain the actual object code, that is the translated version of our source program, that is the machine language format of our source program coded in the card, that is our object code. Then relocation and linkage directory. RLD records or cards contain information about location in the program whose contents depend on the address at which the program is placed. As I mentioned in the previous slide, suppose in our program, if we are assigning address of an instruction as a constant value to another symbol, and this particular address, the absolute address of that instruction won't be available until the won't be known until the loading time. So the information about such kind location has to be contained in the RLD card. The next one is the end card. End card means it is indicating this is the end of your object deck, and it will be containing the starting address of the program it is using to initiate our program execution. Let's see the design of the direct linking loader with an example. So we have seen that in this object deck means it is a collection of ELD text and ELD text, RLD and end cards. Now we'll see what is the format or what all informations will be available in each card. So the first one is ESD card, that is the external symbol dictionary card. It contains the information about all the symbols which are declared using in enter and X3 pseudo opcode. So the first one is the source card reference number. Actually it won't be available in the card, it is using only for the understanding purpose. Then the name of the symbol, then type of the symbol. Basically we have three types of symbols, that is SD, LD and ER. If the symbols are defining the name of the segment, then it is called SD type. If the symbols are defined in the present program, then the type will be LD, that is local definition. Then if the symbols are defined outside the program but only referencing in the present program, then such kind symbols will be of type ER, that is external reference. Then ID of the symbol, relative address, then length of each one. After that we have text card. Text card contains our object program. It will be containing the source card reference number, relative address, what is the content of each relative address and comment. It is optional. Then we have the RLD card. RLD card, it contains the information about the location whose content is depending upon the address at which the program is going to be located. Okay, so the source code reference number, ESD ID, the ID of the symbol mentioned in the ESD card, then length, then we have a column that is flag. Flag indicates that here what all addresses we are mentioning here, those addresses data is depending upon the address at which the program is going to be loaded. So when we are loading, the content of this address data may added or subtracted with the other symbol address. So if we are adding, then we will mention here as plus. If we are subtracting, we will mention as hyphen. So these are the formats of the ESD card, text card and RLD card. Now we'll see an example of designing the direct linking loader. We can see I have a source program on the left side and the right side is containing the corresponding object program. And the first line is indicating this is the name of your segment, that is John, and it is followed by simple result declared using entry pseudo opcode, which means result symbol is declared within the present program but referenced in the other program. We have another simple sum, it is declared as extern pseudo opcode, which means the symbol is defined outside the program but it is referenced in the present program. Then from card number 4 to 18 is the body of our program. Okay, then this is the corresponding object program and the relative addresses are from 0 to 64. So it is clear that the total length of the source program John is 64 bytes. Now when you look into the card number 14, we can see that it is defining a constant to the pointer using DC pseudo opcode. And what is the constant we are assigning to pointer? A of table, that means address of table. But the assembler doesn't know the absolute address of table because we don't know where is the program going to be loaded. Okay, so but when you look into the object program, the contents of the table is starting from 28th byte. The table contents are mentioned in the source program 1, 7, 9, 10, 3. When you look into the object program, the relative address 28 is containing the first data, which means if we are loading the entire program in the starting address as 0 byte, then the 28th byte is the address of the table. Then the assembler will store the pointer, that is the 48 relative address value as 28, that is the address of the table. Okay, and it will also inform the loader that this value is incorrect if the program is loading other than absolute location 0. Okay, so if that means if we are loading the program from 0, then the table address is 28, we can store it into the relative address 48, that is the pointer. Okay, suppose if the program is not loading in 0, which means the content of this pointer or the relative address 48 is wrong. It will be informed by the assembler to the loader. Similarly, we have another symbol, that is asum. It is also, we are assigning a constant value to asum. The constant value is address of sum. What is address of sum? Since it is an external symbol, it is defined outside the program. So we don't know what is the absolute address and we don't know where is the program going to be loaded. So 60th relative address is showing the simple asum. So we don't know what is the absolute address. It will be known only at the time of the loading. So consider or do remember this table and this pointer and asum symbols values are depending upon the address at which the program is going to be loaded. Now we have ESD card. ESD card means what? It is the external symbol dictionary. It is the external symbol dictionary card. It is containing the information about all the symbols declared using extern and entry card. Extern and entry pseudo opcode. So we'll see what all symbols are there. Look into the program. So we have John, that is defining the segment name, and result as the entry declared with the entry pseudo opcode, sum declared with the extern pseudo opcode. Okay, now we have to store these three symbols information in the ESD card. So first we'll consider the symbol John. It is the name of the segment. Okay, then what is the total length of the entire segment? 0 to 64, that means 64 bytes. Okay, then what is the relative address of the symbol John? That means starting address of the symbol John, it is 0. These many information now you can enter into the ESD card. So the first symbol is John, and it is, since it is defining the segment name, the type is segment definition, that is SD. And what is the relative location? The starting address of the program John is 0. Then what is the total length of the symbol John? That is the total length of the segment is 64. Now we'll consider the next symbol, that is result. Result means it is the symbol which is defined in the program but referenced in the other program. Okay, so here the name of the symbol is result, and what is the type of the symbol? Here this is defined in the program, so it is having type LD, that is local definition. And what is the relative address of the simple result? Look into the program after pointer, that means pointer is a 48, so the 52 byte is the that is 52 relative address is showing the address of the relative address of result. Okay, then what is the length of that result symbol? It is defining a storage, but it is not mentioned in the program. So we are talking about the next symbol declared using entry, name of the symbol is result, and the type is LD because it is defined in the program, so it is local definition type. Then the length is not mentioned in the program. And what is the relative address? A relative address is 52. So see here, name is result and it is defined in that, so it is LD type, local definition type, and the relative location is 52 and the length is not mentioned. Now we are considering the next symbol. We have one more symbol sum declared using extern pseudo opcode. Now you can make the entry for sum symbol. So the name of the symbol is sum, but it is not defined in the program. It is defined outside the program, but it is referenced in the program. So it is an external reference. So the type of the symbol is ER. Okay. Then what is the length of the segment sum? Because we don't know, it is defined outside the program, so it is not mentioned. And what is the length of that sum? That also it is not mentioned in the program since it is defined outside the program. So the name of the symbol is sum and it is defined outside and referenced in the present program. That's why it is getting type as external reference ER. Relative location is not mentioned and length also is not mentioned. Okay. So ESD card is the external symbol dictionary. It is containing the information about all the symbols declared using extern and entry pseudo opcode. Then we have the text card. What is the content of the text card? It contains the object program. So our object program is starting from the relative address 0 to 64. So it will be the relative address 0 to 64 and the content of those relative address will be stored into the text card. Like the reference number has given, relative location 0 to 64 and their corresponding content, that is the object code. And comment is optional, will be stored into the text card. Then we have RLD card. RLD card means what? Relocation and linkage directory. That means we have seen the pointer and ASUM data is depending upon the address at which the program is going to be loaded. And what is the relative address of pointer and ASUM? That is 48 and 60. So what all locations? That is 48, 60. This is the location of pointer and 60. This content is depending upon the address at which the program is going to be loaded. That means 48 content is address of the table. Okay. So if the address of the if the program is starting from 0, then address of the table will be 28. Okay. That we have already stored in the object program. So relative address 48 is containing 28. It is true if the program is loading from 0. Suppose if the program is not loading from 0, what we have to do, this value has to be added with the starting address. What is the starting address? Plus 28 will give the exact address of the table. Okay. So we have to, what is the relative location 48 content? Presently it is 28. So if it is the program is loading from 0, it is true. If it is loading from other value, so what is the starting address of John? That starting address has to be added with the 28, that is the content of 48. Then only we will get the absolute address of the table. So now 48 content is relative address 48 content is 28. 28 has to be added with the starting address. If the starting address is 2000, so 2000 plus 28, 2028 will be the what? The absolute address of the table. It will be stored into 48. That's why here we are adding. That's why we are giving flag as value as plus and the length of the symbol is 4. And here this symbol is indicating with what symbol value you are adding the content of the 48. So the content of 48 will be added with the address of this symbol, that is John, to get the absolute address or the real value of the location 48. Similarly, the relative address 60 is containing the address of sum. Address of sum. What is the address of sum? It will be initially it is, now it is the content of 60 is 0. Okay. Initially it is 0. When we get the address of the simple sum, it has to be added with the address of simple sum. That's why we are representing operator as plus. then we will get the value of the 60. So the 60 location is the location of a sum, and the value of that is the address of sum. At present it is 0, we don't know. So the real value of the relative location 60 is present value of 60 plus the value of the simple sum. That's why we are giving simple plus in the flag field, and the length of the simple sum is 4. So here relative location is providing, RLD card is providing information about the symbols whose contents are depending upon the address at which the program is going to be loaded. Here in the according to this program we have such kind of two location, that is pointer location and asm location, and this is the relative address of those, and these has to be added with the address of these symbols to get the exact value in this particular location. That is all about the direct linking loader. Let's see what are the disadvantages of direct linking loader. The first disadvantage is it is necessary to allocate, relocate, link and load all of the subroutines each time in order to execute a program. That means if we want to execute a program, the entire programs we have to allocate, relocate and link, which means so the loading process can be extremely time consuming. Then the next one is, though smaller than the assembler, the loader absorbs a considerable amount of space. This particular problem can be resolved by dividing the loading program into two, that is the binder and module loader. This we will study in the next videos. Okay, so these are the two disadvantages of direct linking loader. Thank you for watching.